Hello everyone, this is Hugh Doyle here from King of the Picks, and over the next 4 weeks we're just going to take a look at the four top championship races on each day over the 2022 Cheltenham Festival. So day one we're looking at the main race, which will be the Champion Hurdle, and we're going to try and we're going to just looking at the market here. Honeysuckle is best price 1 to 2 with William Hill and Betfair. William Hill will be going non-runner, no bet. There's worse 1 to 2 shots out there, but it's not a price that I'd be taking. But she is the most likely winner of the race. She's unbeaten in 14, 15 if you include her point to point. And for racing herself, she's a superstar mare, and if she wins, it'll be great celebrations. So then we look at the second favourite, who is Appreciated. He was impressive in the Supreme last year. He won by 24 lengths to Ballyadam. Blue Lord was running second that day. He was well bred. He was probably 10 lengths behind when he fell at the last, but he would have been second. Appreciated was going to go chasing, and then he had a little setback. William Mullins decided to go hurdling with him for the year, and he was entered in the Dublin Racing Festival. He was pulled out, which wasn't surprising. I thought he was going to run in Gorn then in the Red Mills, but now it looks like he's going to go straight to Cheltenham. Now, there's no better man to get a horse ready than Willie Mullins, and he'll be as fit as a fiddle. But the one worry I would have is that he will not be used to jumping just at this speed that he's be going. He was able to boss his races last year at novice level, and just first time out, he'd be more of a player for me now at Punchestown than at Cheltenham itself. So even though he has the potential, that Supreme was 2 seconds slower as well as last year's Champion Hurdle. He is to give £7 mare allowance to Honeysuckle and Epitant, who came third in last year's Champion Hurdle. So he'll have to step forward quite a bit, and first time out, it's asking a lot. So it's asking a lot. So next in the market, then we have Epitant. Epitant, she won this race 2 years ago. Her main asset back then was her jumping. She was so fast at her hurdles, and she stayed really well up the hill. She's getting her £7 mare's allowance. She's proven over course and distance. She was wrong last year. She had slight issues with her back. Seemingly they've been rectified. Nicky Henderson has come out and said that she had a small procedure done over the summer, and she's been running better this year, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like, she finished third in this last year with those slight issues, so if she's totally over those, there's no reason why she shouldn't improve this year, and I can see her running well this year, so I can. Then you have a whole host of last year's Triumph Hurdle horses. Horses coming out of Triumph Hurdle have a very bad record. They find it very hard to compete at this level the following year. The last one to do it was Catch It in 2008. So you have Zanny here, was mad favourite for the Triumph Hurdle last year, and he ran disappointing enough. He was only fourth. Colixius bet him in last year's Triumph Hurdle. He was bet over Christmas at Limerick by Teahupu, and it just looked like Colixius kicked. He's full of speed, Colixius. He kicked coming around the bend, and Ruby Welch was commentating on the day on RT, and it was like he predicted the future, because exactly what he said happened. Quickened away, coming around the home straight, and gave Teahupu a chance to get back, and he did, and Jordan Gainford just reeled him in. But I don't know if you could. I wouldn't have a strong opinion on any of these juveniles. Like Zanny here came out, he couldn't get past Sharjah at Leopardstown or at Punchestown, and Adagio came out, ran a good race at Cheltenham to come second to West Cork, I think it was, of Dan Skelton's. No, I don't think so. I wouldn't be confident in any of those at that selection. Maybe Adagio would be the value of all of them, but I wouldn't be fancying any of them. Tommy Oscar has been he's had a very good year, so he has, but I just don't think he's up to this level. Lovely to see Connections having a horse like him, but I just don't think he'll be up to the level to be competitive here. St. Roy, if he can settle, he won the county hurdle last year. He just lets himself down by being a little bit too free in his races. If he settles, he might run into a place, but I can't see him winning, so I can't. And all the rest of them, then I don't see him being competitive. So overall, I think Honeysuckle will win. So we'll just change this market here now to without Honeysuckle, and I see, like, we can see here that Paddy Power have Epitant without Honeysuckle, 50 odds, 3 places at 5-2. William Hill have her at 4-1, and that's my selection for this race. It will be Epitant each way at 4-1, 1 point each way at 4-1 in the without Honeysuckle market, and I can see her run the big race, and I can definitely see her coming second, and I'd be very, very disappointed if she wasn't in the first 5, or sorry, first 4. So that's her selection, 1 point each way, Epitant without Honeysuckle, that market. Okay, best of luck, and we'll see you next week.